Hey guys, it's me, Teresa Perrin. I just want to discuss AVCT again today because it's up 20% and a bunch of people are asking me why. Well, guys, I have my thoughts and I'm going to discuss them here. But please remember, nothing I say is financial advice. Always do your own DD. Let's get started. If you could smash that like button for me, I would greatly appreciate it as it helps with the algorithms. All right, guys, so AVCT was up 18.88% today, and it's up an additional 2.40% so far in after hours. It was up over 25% today at one point, but obviously it had a little bit of a pullback, which is 100% normal and to be expected. Guys, I need to be perfectly honest with you. I expect this to run into next week at least because there are warrants that are exercisable for $1.80 per share. And guys, I am sure that they want to make money off of those. The question is, how high will they let this go before they exercise those warrants, which they can't exercise until next week? It's your guess is as good as mine. I would like to at least see that gap get filled between, off the top of my head, $3.15 to it's either $3.84 or $3.94. I'll get back to you on that in the next video because I don't have it in front of me. However, I do believe that we are going to probably hit that target. That's just a guesstimate. I would have to see how price action and everything else moves in the meantime. It could be taken down obviously a lot quicker than that before that even happens. But I don't know. Of course, if the people that own those warrants want to exercise them, they want to make money exercising them, right? So they're not just going to want to get it to $1.80. They're going to want to get it to something much higher, in my opinion. But that's what I believe is going on because there's no other catalyst. However, I will tell you I've been watching this technically for a breakout, and I also believe that that's what's happening. And if you watch my video over the weekend, I discussed that a little bit more there. So I'm not going to repeat myself. All right, guys, we have advanced. We are now showing technically on Webull a short and medium bullish signal, which is excellent, and no direction for the long signal yet. But as you can see, that gap fill we still have open, and you can see it by looking at this picture near where the S is for the stock split. It's right before that. So I do expect that we are going to at least try to get back into that range somewhere, guys. I do want to show you what the breakdown of shareholders currently are. Right now, institutions only own 20.20%, corporations own 2.32%, insiders 0.86%, and others, i.e. retail, own 76.62%, guys. So we are the sole, not sole, but we are the primary owners of AVCT, which is why they're doing what they're doing to us, unfortunately. However, hopefully that's changing because there are currently no shares left to borrow. So you may have seen that I tweeted that out earlier today saying I was excited for Power Hour because there's no shares. Well, guys, I need to be very honest with you because just because Fintel says something, I am finding more and more that it's less accurate. And that's pretty disappointing to me because for years I found that it was fairly accurate, but as of late, it's not. And I'm not sure if that's because institutions have found other ways to go about doing what they're doing and they don't have to report their short positions. Or I don't know. I don't want to say any, what, I'm going to keep that comment to myself. I don't want to get sued. But I do believe that a lot of it has to do with institutional reporting. How are they hiding their short positions? I do not know. A lot of them do not have to report it. So guys, please use Fintel and or Tex only as a grain of salt, as like another tool. Don't be solely reliant on it because a lot of times when I see 0 shares left to borrow on Fintel, people will give me screenshots of Interactive Brokers and say, I can find them. So, a platform's only as good as the information that they give out. So use that with a grain of salt, but right now it's looking like there are no shares left to borrow according to Fintel. And the short interest is currently showing at 8.32%. Again, this could be a lot higher because institutions do not have to disclose their shorts. And 1.89 days to cover. the cost to borrow is moving up. It's now between 31.3 and 39.42%. And if there truly are no shares left, guys, I would expect if anything becomes available, this to go up and go up quickly. And like I said before, before I get to that. Well, like I said before, there are, failure to delivers are not even an option at this point. They're not going to come into effect, so we're not going to discuss those. But the short volume ratio, despite the fact we're moving up today, this cracks me up. 63.28% at 2 p.m. We're still a short volume ratio. Like, those were the shares shorted in the dark pool. So somebody's still trying to hold this back. Very, very odd to me. But it's been between 49.34 and 65.66% over the last 2 weeks. So every day, guys, pretty much, except for slightly under, a fraction under, it's been over 50%, right? That means that they are able to control this price and control it well. Again, I expect to see this continuation move to the upside. This is both a technical breakout, and I also believe it coincides with these warrants. I'd like to say, but there are no mistakes. This is very, very well controlled at this point. I don't know how, considering retail is the majority owner, but they are able to manipulate this in any way you can possibly think of. So they want it to go up. It's going to go up, guys. So we're on the right side of the trade, finally. Let's see how long it lasts. Just remember, always take profits along the way if this is not something you're holding for a potential buyout. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great night.